There's a message for Dillian Whyte. White feathers. Coward. Where are your white feathers? You wanted your world title shot with Wilder for 3 years. You never got it. It was mandatory for me for 3 minutes. And you got your fight, didn't you, coward? Tyson Fury's a coward. He don't want to fight Dillian Whyte. But all of a sudden it's on your toes. And you've gone silent, you little bitch. Come out. Come out of hiding, white feathers. Come and get it. You're getting a good hiding. You wanted a bit of free money. Didn't you, Dosser? But now you're getting 8 million, which is 7.5 million too much for you, you old Dosser. Come on, say something, bum.
Yeah.
What's good, family? Massive love to my coin general John Wilson for boosting up Amanda Wybe's poverty situation, no doubt. So we just heard there from Dillian the Shillian shite reacting to Tyson. Fury's call out. Now, I'm sure a whole bag of you man are gonna be big mad, big in your feels. Yeah, you 100%. There's gonna be a whole bunch of hating ass looking ass dudes who are gonna be big in their feels. Oh, Wybie, you know what? This wasn't a reaction. Listen, like I said, Shillian Whyte fans, if you're mad, yeah, that your man Shillian didn't give you the reaction you wanted, I'll tell you what you best do. That's on him. All we know is, all I'm here to do is tell you what happened. And like I said, this was Shillian's reaction. I had some goofy the other day tell me, YB, this wasn't a reaction, what do you mean it wasn't? Like I said again, yeah, if your man Shillian's gone mute and lost his voice box, whose fault's that? It's not mine. I'm just here to report the news, and the news is Tyson Fury lubed Shillian up, hopped on him, had a quick go for 45 seconds on him. You heard him there, airing him out. And what did your man Shillian do? Posted a video like a diva, yeah, Dillian the Diva Whyte, shaking his hair, shaking his fake hair in the air, on some weird, what would you call it? On some weird Kelly Maloney thing, 100%, shaking his hair. You saw it, watch the video back, Dillian doing this weird Kelly Maloney shaking his hair thing. Like, what's wrong with this zesty guy? Yeah? And then you can look at the correlation, as in, the reason this video exists is because, like I said, your man Fury put a video out and within 12 hours, this was Shillian's reply. Just work, his reply was. And I think last time he said it was something like, oh, just work or just war. It's embarrassing. And what makes me laugh is, you've noticed that, what do we know? Well, your man sporting Shillicons has been wheeled out. I'm hearing, that's Dillian Whyte's second husband. Yeah? You got Dean Whyte and you got Sporting Whyte. 100%. They're both married to Shillian. Anyway, so 2 twos. Dillian the Shillian shites, second wife, Sporting shite, yeah? Sporting shite came out and was giving it all the yammer. Oh, the reason Shillian ain't talking is because he don't need to promote the show and he's been given legal advice. I don't get this. What is the whole talk about this? And the problem is, you see, a lot of low IQ individuals, they hear something somewhere and they run with it. Yeah, Dillian Whyte isn't up for no murder charge. Do you understand? Like, if you're in court for some mad charge, your lawyer will tell you it's best not to speak because you're already in a deep dark hole. Yeah, when you're involved in these little business things, it's not a biggie. It really ain't. No court, yeah, is gonna look at Dillian Whyte's case on the merits and then say, well, actually, you put an Instagram video and you said you were begging to get in Tyson Fury's knickers. It's got nothing to do with the case. Now, obviously, if Dillian Whyte comes out and slags WBC off or does something that materially impacts the case, that's different. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how it could materially impact the case. But anyway, the point is, people, there's nothing. I don't care what no one says. No, I don't want to hear. I don't care what sporting shite says. Yeah, I don't care what sporting shite says. I don't care what Sporting Whyte says. Yeah, Dillian can keep wheeling out all his husbands and all of his mistresses he wants. But the bottom line is, it's got nothing to do with him losing his voice. It's convenient for his narrative. Yeah, it's convenient. He don't want to speak. He lost his voice. He's shook of fury. That's the bottom line here. And again, if you don't like it, the same way all the rest of you goofy Shillian Whyte fans and wives and mistresses and misses, yeah? All the rest of you Shillian Shite missuses. If you don't like it, tell your mans to open his mouth up and start speaking again. And stop being so shook and stop being so scary. Because it's not on me, it's not my problem. It's not my problem your man lost his voice. Yeah, 100%. Oh, YB, this was a fake. This video is clickbait. That wasn't a reaction. What do you mean it wasn't? It was. Yeah? What you mean to say is, it wasn't somehow. Isn't it mad though? Wait there. Your mans don't have a voice and keeps posting these weird, funny style, mute Kelly Maloney videos. And you try and take it out on me. Talk about clickbait. No, he clickbait. Yeah? He know Tyson Fury been at it having a go on him. And this was his response. So, there's no one to blame here but himself, but Shillian. I did a video the other day and we got down to the crux of this. The crux of it is, yeah, there's a bunch of you cats out here, a bunch of you estrogen-filled cats who, you have these weird things going on. You fall in love with these big 6'3" dons. You love it. Oh, well, YB, I'm married to Shillian. I want to be Shillian. Why can't my name be called White? Why can't I be like Dean? I want my second name to be changed to White, just like Lamar Scott did. Oops. That's the most of you, man. Oh, but YB, Shillian Shite's my favourite fighter. Why can't I have his second name? Bunch of sidemen looking asses. Me, the YB, yeah? 10 out of 10 alpha looking ass. I ain't trying to take no one's second name. I don't marry myself to one individual and ride them all the way, or beg for them to ride me. Not in a million years. I go straight down the middle. I go where it is, where the truth is. That's where I go. The rest of you, man, oh, well, YB, see, the thing is, I want AJ to be my hubby, so AJ my hubby, so I can't see anything else apart from sucking AJ off. That's not me. Yeah? I leave the sucking to you, to all you dusty generals out there. Because what we know is, your man Shillian, where are we at? Oh, again, wheel out sporting shite. Yeah? Wheel out sporting shite. Wheel out sporting shite cons. Oh, it's to do with the lawyer. What's to do with the lawyers? There ain't no lawyers stopping Shillian coming out and saying, people, Fury, I've got a pending case with the WBC, but I just want you to know I have got a proper hard-on for you, Fury. You're getting it proper. Have we heard anything like that? And for all the years, I've done videos on it before, all the years we've seen Shillian Shite with these bum pay-per-views. Had no problem promoting them, did he? When he was fighting Dave Allen somewhere. Had no problem when he was fighting Ian Lewinson. That Lewinson cat for some next manor. Yeah, when Dillian Shite was fighting some next general from some next London manor, he had no problem gassing the place up. The one fight people actually want to hear him gassing it. Because I can't lie to you, I weren't interested in watching Dillian versus Dave Allen. As much as Eddie Hearn sold it to us, as much as apples and pears, this is the biggest fight of the century. This is the British blockbuster, 100%. I remember it. I remember Eddie Hearn selling Dillian Whyte versus Dave Allen as if it was the next coming of Frank Bruno versus Lennox Lewis. I don't care what no one says, go back and watch. Yeah, when Dillian Whyte versus Dave Allen was put on, Eddie Hearn said this is the biggest British fight since Lewis and Bruno got it on. 100%. He did. Oh, we can't believe it. Two titans are clashing. Two British titans. This is a fight that's truly going to stand the test of time. All that kind of narrative he was putting out there. And Dillian was doing the same thing. They loved it, they did. Wow. And I think at that point, Dave Allen had already been filled in by Ortiz. But it shows Dillian's got a habit of fighting leftovers. If it's not AJ's leftovers, it's someone else's leftovers. Lewis Ortiz's leftovers. He love it. And that's fair enough. You've made a good bag fighting bums. And I'm hearing, by the way, there's some whisperings at Dillian. The truth is, people, that Dillian has done a deal with Sky. And I'm hearing he's punked Eddie Hearn. I've got more videos coming soon, trust me, on this topic specifically. Yeah, I know some chatty patties in Dillian Whyte's team, and you best believe they've been given the YB the drop. And just to fill you man in, I'm hearing now, Dillian has done a side deal with Sky Sports. How's that relevant? Well, again, I'm hearing he's done a side deal with Sky Sports, which means he's secured his future to fight on pay-per-view. That's what he wants. Look at you, man. People who know me know, yeah. I believe you can predict pretty accurately what people are likely to do based on their past. It's not rocket science, yeah? If you're a raging nonce case, the chances are you're going to be a raging nonce case in the future. If you're a Gallus like the YB, the chances are you're going to be a Gallus in the future, yeah? The chances are the YB going to end up taking one of your girls. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's there. That's the chances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. The chances are, if the YB got his down bad, if the YB got his fire down bad merch on, he's going to end up taking one of your girls. 100%. That's one of them ones. That's just how it is. Yeah? Nothing personal, that's what it is. Oh damn, look, that's the YB, he got that down bad on. Shit. Everyone best you know what I'm saying? You best believe. When people see the YB in his down bad merch, 100%, they putting their missus back in the yard. Because that's what they don't want, yeah? I told you before, what you don't want is for the YB to catch you or your missus out with his down bad merch on. Because she fixes it to get got. 100%. And you know it, she know it, we all know it. 100%, listen, where was I? Oh yeah, like I was saying, people do what they've always done, yeah? The YB Gallus, the YB take your girl, one of them once. Now on that note, what do we know about Shillian? What do we know about Mr. Shillian Shite and all of his mistresses, like sporting shite cons? Yeah? Like Dean Shite. You got Dean Shite, you got Dillian Shite, and you got sporting shite cons. All these different wifeys he's got enough wifeys. 100%, a whole bunch of wifey looking asses. What do we know about them? What have they been doing? What has Shillian been doing? Has he been trying to fight the best? Yeah? And I'm not talking the best that Eddie Hearn's done a promo on, because that's a lot of you Dillian Whyte fans. You see a Matchroom Sky News promo and you think, wow, he must be good because Eddie Hearn has put it on Sky. Yeah? How many of you knew of Rivas before Sky pushed it? Oops, no one did. Let's be real now. Obviously, what you notice about the sport of boxing, yeah, there's a lot of funny style cats. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of people, yeah, who didn't have a clue who Rivas was. And rather than admitting they're a casual, like I do, I tell everyone, I'm a casual, I don't care. Now what? Oops, I'm a casual, and who can do something about it? None of you. That's the truth. Not one of you might can do anything about it. But the point is, other people don't have that level of swagger. They feel like it means that, oh no, I'm not a casual, I'm a hardcore. Well, no, you're not, because you didn't have a clue who Rivas was. You only get a bunch of gimps who tell you, no, I knew who it was, YB, you're just a casual. No, you didn't know. Until Sky pushed it, you didn't have a clue who Rivas was. And when you look through Dillian's resume, again, you didn't have a clue who Parker was until AJ filled him in. Oops, that's a fact, people. Be serious, you didn't have a clue who Joe Parker was, champion or not. No one had a clue who he was until AJ beat him, and Dillian went life and death with his leftovers. Who else have we got? Povetkin. He was knocking around, but he's a million years old, and he knocked you out anyway. Who else is there? I mean, you got Chisora just hanging around the place. Yeah? Chisora hanging around the place like a bad smell. That's your man Chisora. What else has Shillian done? I don't even know, and that's the point. All Shillian's done, he's made a career of fighting overhyped Sky hit piece dons on pay-per-view. So when I tell you that I'm hearing the reason he ain't opened his mouth about the Fury fight, I'm hearing he's done a side deal with Sky Sports. And what that means is, Dillian Whyte has gone back to what he knows. He likes to fight bum names on Sky pay-per-view. He don't want to fight Fury. And again, let me give you more evidence of what I'm saying here. I'm saying people don't change. They do what they've always done. Has Dillian Whyte always been a trailblazer? Has he always taken the best fights for the best opportunity? No, he has not. YB, what are you talking about? He was 1,000 days no. Yeah? June 2019. He was offered record payday. And in fact, at the time, it was double his highest pay. And Anthony Joshua gave him the opportunity to fight for 3 belts and double or triple his highest payday. I believe his Chisora payday was around 2 million. AJ offered him 5 million. So it was 2 times. Or 2.5 times. That's the facts. 2.5 times record payday and the chance to be unified champion and the baddest man on the planet at the time. That's what the bottom line was. Did Dillian take that? Because most people, would have taken it. In fact, look at Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz took it. Oops. Why did Andy Ruiz take it and AJ didn't? Ask yourself that, people. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Andy Ruiz did what most people do. But Dillian, he even said why he didn't take it. He said he didn't take it because he believes it's so valuable. He knows his worth, he said. Dillian, your worth is fighting hype jobs on Sky pay-per-view. But it all leads back. It all points to the same thing. That's what Dillian He doesn't like to, he's not a trailblazer. He doesn't want to make his own way. He wants to stick with what's safe. And his safe, fighting old, has-been, was never any good names on Sky pay-per-view. And that's what he's going to do. Now, we've been given a date. The WBC date, is, I think, the 21st or 23rd of February. That's the final date. And the reason Shillian's being quiet is because it's a good narrative to hide behind. And I'm hearing that date is going to expire, and the fight, therefore, will be cancelled. At which point, Dillian Whyte will say, well, I wanted to fight. Or he won't say anything, but the narrative will be, well, of course Dillian wanted to fight. Don't forget, Eddie Hearn's been wheeled out to shield that position. Of course Dillian wants it, but it's just one of them things, and he said, she said, and whatever else, we just couldn't come to agreement. That's all it was. Eddie Hearn's already been saying, well, no, it's not about Dillian, both people have to sign. So obviously, when it falls through, Dillian Whyte will blame Fury. Oh, we wanted it. Yeah, no, of course we did. And rah, rah, rah. And then, not long after that, guess what will happen? Shillian will be locked in to some sort of deal and or an individual fight against a bum. That's what's coming next, folks, on Sky pay-per-view. And Dillian Whyte will be wheeled out all of a sudden. He would have gone from being completely silent to shilling his bum fight on pay-per-view. Oh, it's apples and pears. Oh, I'm the best in Britain. Oh, no one don't want to fight me. Tyson Fury ducked me. I've been going 1,300 days and no one wants any. I'm the can man. I love to fight old people. Yeah? I'm the retirement man. That's what you is. Yeah? You the graveyard sweeper. You love fighting some old dusty don. Your favourite. No wonder Dillian Whyte wanted Ortiz. And that, to be fair, that's why I never believed it. When people told me Dillian Whyte was scared of Ortiz, they was lying. Dillian Whyte loved fighting old people. He's his favourite. That's why he turns down. Ever since AJ popped his head for him, he ain't never wanted to fight no young buck ever since. He ain't. That's what the facts say. He loved old, washed up people. That's what his career's been based on. That's where he feels comfortable and safe. He don't feel comfortable and safe really trying to get it like that. That's what the facts say. I give him credit. He tried to get it like that. And AJ popped his cherry. And he thought, oops, you know what? I ain't really feeling to be like that again. And he's avoided it ever since. That's what the facts say, people. Especially every single time. It's not a coincidence now. You can say, oh, well, 2019 was a chance. Fine. But you're telling me it's happening again. Yeah, and what will get me is the fact that, guess what? When the next fight's announced, all of a sudden, Mr. Super Quiet will be Super Big Mouth. All of a sudden, Mr. And the thing is what frustrates me, and I've used this example against other people, including Fury in the past. I've said things like, what frustrates me about these guys, is the fact that, guess what? Well, if you never noticed, when these guys fight bums, you never hear about no contract dispute, do you? You never hear about no problems. When Dillian Whyte was fighting for 200, or when Dillian Whyte was fighting Malcolm Tan for 100 grand. Let me tell you again, this is what I don't get, wait a minute. When Dillian Whyte was fighting Malcolm Tan on some bum-ass show for 100 grand, did you hear any problems? But yet Frank Warren is offering, how many times that? 100 times that. 100 grand times 100 is about 10 mil. And that's what the approximate value of this fight comes to. Dillian Whyte's been offered 100 times more than the Malcolm Tan fight. But yet, the Malcolm Tan fight went through in record time. Didn't hear no bumps. But yet, you get offered 10 times the amount and and it's all difficult, and you're all gone all silent, and you've gone all mute. I'm sorry, that don't work for me, I'm afraid. It just don't. And and the reason I'm telling you that now is so you can watch it. Because watch, when this bum fight on Sky pay-per-view's announced, yeah, you won't hear no contract dispute. It will go straight through, and Dillian will be like, yeah, I'm the can man. Yeah, I love to get it. My name's Shillian. And my name's Shillian, and I've got 2 mistresses. Sporting shite cons. Yeah, I've got sporting shite cons, and my man's Dean Shite. Yeah? 100%, no doubt. Now, bottom line is, Dillian, he put this video out there about just work. You on the trip, you doing some goofy treadmill thing anyway, man, that's not work. Yeah, that's why, Dillian, that's why your legs are like Bambi, because you ain't got no, I don't know what you're doing in the gym, yeah, but I tell you what you ain't doing. You ain't doing what you need to do. That's why your legs are all bowed out, and you got Bambi legs, because you ain't training properly either. You're like Anthony Johnston. I mean, Dillian's another one, got no cardio. Look at him in the Parker fight, hanging. But that's just another thing. Listen, Dillian, people don't care about all this other stuff. All these goofy reactions you keep doing, all this hiding, all this wheeling out of other bum people. We ain't interested in it. We're just not. Yeah, and I'd love to come on here, and I was a big fan, well, not a big fan, but I was a supporter of Dillian. I've made a bunch of videos gassing Dillian against Fury, but people blame me about me being a turncoat. No, the same way Anthony Johnston turned on me, so has Dillian. Both of them have. Both of them have turned on what they said there was about. It's a bit like me telling you one thing and doing another. Yeah? Oh, it's a bit like me saying, yeah, bottom line. Just don't do that. Keep your mouth shut if you ain't sure. Yeah? Don't let your beak keep moving and not back it up. And Dillian didn't ever talk about none. That's for me. That's the biggest beef I've got. Never mind YB return code. My biggest beef is the fact that Dillian never once in the last 4 years ever said anything about needing a record amount for his mandatory shot. He never said, well, I've been 500 days without a 50% challenger guarantee. What? You're a challenger, you bum. Do you understand what challenger means? Challenger means you're a bum and you get paid like a bum. You ain't the champ. That's not how it works. I don't get that myself. It's baffling. But I know my value. Well, Dillian, let me tell you something now. Unfortunately, yeah, everyone thinks they're valuable. It's like everyone's mother thinks their kids are good looking, even if they're ugly. Yeah, even if you've got an ugly ass, everyone thinks their kids are good looking. The same as Shillian. Every boxer thinks they're valuable, but unfortunately, the market's the market. And the market is shown you ain't as valuable as you think you are. That's why you're in the situation you're in. And that's why the WBC have punked you. Because if you was as shit hot as you think you is, the numbers would back that up, wouldn't they? And there's a reason Tyson Fury's purse is 20 mil and yours is 300k. Now, apples and pears, Hearn can sit there and, it was this, it was that. What we know is they're the facts. Anything else is just hearsay. Anything else is just waffle. 300k versus 20 mil. And on that basis, you're lucky it wasn't 99-1, to be quite frank. Because it actually works out, it should have been 98.5 and versus 1.5. That's what it should have been. Oops. You should be grateful and chewing people's arm off for 20%. When you think about all the other things as well, you've lost a load. You've been chinned a load. Yeah? All these other factors come into it, I'm afraid. You love fighting old people. Whatever we say about Tyson Fury, he go in there with Vlad at the first available opportunity. He didn't wait Vlad out. He went in there at the first available opportunity with Deontay Wilder. Now, did Fury act a bit weird with AJ? He did, but it's in the past now. It's done. What can we do? Can't cry over spilt milk. And so far, to Tyson Fury's credit, yes, in my opinion, he could have handled the Anthony Joshua situation a lot better. But, I mean, yeah, that's one fight. But what about all the other fights he has done? Vlad fight, check. Wilder fight, check. Now the Dillian Whyte fight in his prime, check. So in my mind, three out of 4 ain't bad. Compared to who AJ lost to everyone. Oops. Went life and death with Vlad and lost to everyone else. That don't sound so good to me. Meanwhile, Fury beat Wilder in devastating fashion. Beat Vlad. And wants to go on Dillian. That's sounding pretty stellar in my mind. AJ lost to everyone. Dillian ain't fought no one. So don't give me that rubbish. Yeah, sort of fix up this weird act, this weird mute act. Yeah, it ain't it, man. It just not.